Okay, so I've talked a little bit about the general idea, the general philosophy behind my jazz exercises. So knowledge, technique, creativity, and hearing. Those four major areas. And of course the first exercises are about all of it. So it gives you a little bit of knowledge about scales, the most essential knowledge, and you have to practice the scales. So that's the technique. And then you learn to build phrases with those scales, so that's the creative part. And a little bit of the hearing, which means that you have to really listen to what you're playing and try to internalize and connect what you hear with what you are doing. So now I'm going to just take some examples from the different levels of exercises, just to give you an impression of what kind of exercises are in this package. So I have here now the lesson called A minor swing number 3. So obviously this is an exercise in A minor. So there's a backing track which I don't have right here, but basically the backing track is just an A minor sequence. It's something like I'm going to play something similar here. So there's a different backing track in the jazz exercises with a bass and guitar, but here I'm just playing something myself. And so the first phrase in number 3, in exercise number 3, goes like this. So it's in this position here, 7. So A minor uses these notes. And then the next phrase has something interesting called double stops. A double stop is like a double note. In this case it's something like this. So we were playing this note and this note, and now we're going to combine them, which is called a double stop. And if you play this note with a sort of a hammer on and combine it with this, you get this. So in fact, the second phrase in this exercise uses the same idea of the first phrase, but then uses this double stop. So it's the same idea, but it's sort of embellished by using this double stop. And also the second part of the phrase is now embellished with these double stops. This also illustrates a very important other principle, is that it's very useful to build phrases off of previous phrases. So you have played a phrase and you reuse that idea of the previous phrase to build the next phrase by adding something or by just changing it a little bit. In this case, we are repeating the idea of the first phrases by adding some double stops and basically playing the same kind of phrase but adding the double stops as a variation.